Welcome to the Beginner's Guide to Fårö. A remote, windswept island just north of Gotland, where raw nature, ancient rock formations, and cinematic history combine into one of the most mysterious landscapes in Scandinavia. Fårö is a place of silence. A place where the sea meets stone in shapes carved over millions of years. A place that inspired filmmakers, artists, poets, and travelers from across the world. In this guide, we explore the island's nature, culture, history, food, people, and legends, everything you need to understand one of Sweden's most fascinating destinations. Your journey to Fårö begins now. Chapter 2. What makes Fårö unique? Fårö is not like the rest of Sweden, or even the rest of Gotland. The landscape is brighter, the air is drier, the light, according to many artists, feels sharper, clearer, almost supernatural. The island's unique limestone bedrock reflects sunlight in a way that creates a glowing, almost silver tone over the land. Beaches stretch out for kilometers. Pine forests whisper in the wind. And the silence is unlike anything else. Fårö feels untouched, wild, honest. This atmosphere is one of the reasons the island has become legendary among photographers, filmmakers, and nature lovers. Chapter 3. The Raukar, nature's stone sculptures. When most people think of Fårö, they think of the raukar, tall stone formations shaped by time, wind, and sea. Two of the island's most famous rauk areas are Langhammars, a dramatic landscape filled with giant stone pillars rising like ancient guardians along the shore. Some stand over 10 meters tall. Each has a unique shape, some like faces, others like animals, others like melting statues. Digerhuvud, the largest rauk field in Sweden. Here, the coastline becomes a surreal rocky desert stretching for kilometers. The sea crashes, the wind roars, and the stones stand silent. To visit the raukar is to walk through a natural sculpture park crafted over 400 million years. Chapter 4. The beaches of Fårö. Despite its rugged reputation, Fårö is also home to some of Scandinavia's most stunning beaches. Sudersand, often ranked as one of the best beaches in northern Europe. Soft white sand, crystal clear water, perfect for swimming on warm summer days. Ekeviken, a quieter bay known for surfing, long walks, and peaceful evenings as the sun sets over the Baltic Sea. Norsta Aurar, one of the longest continuous sand beaches in Sweden, wild, untamed, and breathtaking. These shores give Fårö a softer, warmer side, a contrast to the hard stone landscapes of the north. Chapter 5. Ingmar Bergman's Fårö. No guide to Fårö would be complete without mentioning Ingmar Bergman, one of the world's most influential filmmakers. Bergman first visited Fårö in the 1960s while searching for a location to shoot one of his films. He fell in love instantly. The stark landscapes, the light, the silence, everything about Fårö spoke to his soul. He later said, "If one has once set foot on this island, one is drawn back there again and again." Bergman made several films on Fårö, including Through a Glass Darkly, Persona, Shame, The Passion of Anna. He eventually moved to the island permanently and lived there until his death in 2007. Today, visitors can explore the Bergman Center, a museum and cultural space dedicated to his life and work. Nearby is the Bergman Estate, where filmmakers and artists from around the world come to study, work, and find inspiration. Fårö is, in many ways, Bergman's island. Chapter 6. Local culture and island life. Life on Fårö moves slowly. People greet each other on the road. Farms and fishing huts stand the same way they have for generations. The island's culture includes old fishing villages like Helgemannen, traditional barns and stone walls, small cafes with homemade pastries, a strong sense of community. Local festivals during summer. Many locals speak with the Gotlandic dialect, soft, musical, and unlike standard Swedish. Even today, the island feels rooted in tradition. Chapter 7. Wildlife and nature. Fårö's nature is both delicate and powerful. The island is home to rare orchids and unique plants that thrive in limestone soil. Large populations of sheep, the island's namesake. Birds of prey like sea eagles. Migratory birds that stop along the coastline. Pine forests shaped by wind and salt. The combination of forest, sand, stone, and sea gives Fårö a biodiversity unlike anywhere else in northern Europe. Chapter 8. Places to visit on Fårö. Beyond the beaches and raukar, the island is full of hidden treasures. Helgemannen fishing village. A picture-perfect set of old wooden fishing huts along the coast, almost unchanged for hundreds of years. Rissnes, dramatic cliffs and sweeping sea views. Korselbacken, a quiet, beautiful hill with panoramic landscapes. Fårö Church, a charming white church dating back to the 1200s. Bergman Center and Cinema, for fans of film history, this is a must-see. Each location tells a different story about the island's soul. Chapter 9, Food and Local Flavors. Just like Gotland, Fårö offers delicious local dishes, many linked to the island's farming and fishing traditions. Signature flavors include smoked fish, especially flounder and salmon. Gotlandic lamb, famous for its mild, clean taste. Saffron pancake, served with cream and berries. Fresh baked goods from small cafes. Locally brewed beer, vegetables grown in the island's warm soil. Food on Fårö is simple, honest, and deeply connected to the land. Chapter 10, Traveling on Fårö. Reaching Fårö is an adventure in itself. You travel north from Visby, and at the end of the road, you board a free ferry that crosses the water in just a few minutes. But once you arrive, everything changes. Tips for exploring: bring or rent a car, distances are long. Bicycling is beautiful but windy. Book accommodations early during summer. Many cafes and shops are seasonal. Avoid the busiest hours at the ferry in July. Take your time, rushing defeats the purpose of the island. Fårö is best explored slowly. Chapter 11, The Spirit of Fårö, a place out of time. If Gotland is a historical island, then Fårö is a spiritual one. The silence, the endless horizon, the stone formations shaped by ancient seas, the beaches that stretch toward infinity, the wind that carries the stories of generations. Fårö is a place where time stands still, where nature speaks softly, where people come to think, to breathe, and to find inspiration. It is not just an island. It is a feeling. Chapter 12, Conclusion. Your journey to Fårö begins here. This beginner's guide has taken you through Fårö's landscapes, culture, history, beaches, wildlife, and soul. But the true magic of Fårö can only be experienced in person. Whether you walk among the giant raukar, watch the sunset over Sudersand, or sit in silence on a lonely cliff, Fårö invites you to slow down and feel the world differently. Your journey to Fårö begins now.